morning. I'm sorry I'm running a couple minutes late. I have Growing Company and Bod Babes and the Bod Garage, both are just booming. And so I'm thankful for that. But I am so excited to share with you guys parts of my life. And so I hope I'm live on the right page. I think I am. I have to ask my husband. So am I on the Bod Babes page? There's Abby. Hi, Abby. I guess I'm on the Bod Babes page. I hope I am. So listen, I wanted to share with you guys on a Thursday live at 5. I've been going live at 5 Central every Thursday. And I wanted to let you guys know the top 5 things that I feel really changed my body after the age of 50. So like most of us do after the age of 40. Hi Melody, hi Stephanie, hey Vicky, good to see you guys. Good to see you Abby. I'm so glad you guys are here. Now listen, like most of you, you guys have kind of seen my struggle. I was on television and doing music and my weight was up and down after the age of 45. It was, oh my gosh. I didn't know what to do, honestly. I didn't know what was wrong because about the age 45, I just started gaining weight, gaining this middle around here, the love handles, and going, what is going on here? And I fought it. And the thing of it is my weight went up and down, and I fought with the same 45 pounds like an idiot. Like it almost was like I just couldn't control it. And so anyway, long story short, I started going through menopause, and at the age of 51, I was doing a lot of studying from age 50. And I realized, number one, well, I don't want to go there because I'm going to tell you that in a minute, but I realized I was doing a lot wrong after studying a lot. I was going through menopause. I was age 50, age 51. And through that process of going through menopause with the hot flashes, the can't sleep at nights, the achiness, the weight gain, all of that goes with it, the crankiness. Gosh, with all of that, I turned it around, guys. I turned it around. And it was after lots of study and lots of trial and error, and I turned it around. And here I am today helping women all over the world. And I love that because I found my life's purpose in that. You know, at one point in my life, I didn't know what was my purpose anymore. You know, my kids were grown and I quit my career, quit singing and all that. But I'm going to tell you this, finding myself and helping myself heal my body changed me so much that it put me in a place for people to ask a lot of questions. And through that, I began helping people and I found purpose. And that's why I do this. You're not paying me to be here tonight. I just love you guys. And I am working with some of you, but I'm here because I want to help you change your life. And these things that I'm going to share with you aren't to sell you supplements. They aren't to sell you my program. They are literally to help you change your life. And they're the real deal. Because I've tried all the supplements that people even want to sneak in here and try to sell you on the side. Ridiculous. I've tried those. I've tried the keto, low carb diets. I've more than tried it. I lived on it for years and I plateaued and never could lose all the weight. I looked awful and felt awful. I've tried the low fat. I've tried, you name it just about, and I have tried it. And I was left with emptier pockets and no other results than that. That was my only results, guys. And frustration and feeling like a loser. And I was left with all those negative feelings when this doesn't have to be a negative experience at all. I lived with diet mentality, and I don't want you to do that. I want you to have a lifestyle mentality. I don't want you to say, I can't have this, I can't have that, I can't have this, I can't have that, unless there's a reason why, but not because you're on a diet. Okay? If there's a reason why, then take it out of your life. But if it's because I want to lose weight and I'm on a diet, then we need to find balance for you, because that's not balance. That's restriction, and it's only going to last so long. And you know what those restrictive diets do? They suck, because they'll let you get some progress, and then when you can't keep up with all that restrictive stuff anymore, you just throw up your hands and say, I can't do it anymore. Or you're at goal and you think, yay, I'm at goal, now I don't have to do this anymore. And guess what? You just gain the weight back. That's not what I want to teach you. That's not going to work. That sucks. What if I tell you to do things you hate all the time? How long is that going to work for you? If it gets you results, great. Do you think you can keep that up? No. You know what? I want you to have a lifestyle that you enjoy, that has balance, and know what that balance needs to look like. And that's what these videos are about. And so I'm glad you're here. So what was number one? The first thing that I did that made the biggest impact on my body. You want to know what it was? It was eat more. Now, you guys are hearing that and you're going, Allie, did you have to gain weight? No. I needed to lose weight, but I needed to eat more. It's really not a secret. Let me tell you why it sounds like that. I needed to eat more of the right things and eat less of the wrong. I didn't really know what the right things were, to be really honest, until I started studying what does my diet need to look like. Could I still have cookies? Yes. Could I still have brownies? I love brownies. Yes. Could I still have ice cream? Only because I'm allergic to dairy. I can't, but I'll still have a little bit on occasion, which I really shouldn't have it. But that's the thing. I needed to eat more. And what am I talking about, ladies? Do any of you know? Do any of you have any guesses what I needed to eat more of? I'm fixing to tell you. So I want to hear your answers below. What did I start eating more of? The right things. The things that are like how they were created. Okay? If it can sit on your countertop and it can sit in a box and it does not rot in a few days, if it's not got mold on it and begin to rot. Sharon said protein. Yes. Abby said veggies. Yes. Good. Protein and veggies. So I had to eat protein. You're right, Sharon. Protein, that was right, Vicky. Margaret, good one, fiber. Yes, now listen, I needed to eat more of that stuff. The lean protein, not the fattening protein, not like the bacon, okay? Maybe the turkey bacon, because here's the thing, I wanted to lose weight. You want to lose weight, right? So we don't want the bacon, because even though we can have some of it, we want to watch how much of it we have. So that's not eat more bacon protein, that's eat more lean protein. So eat more, but eat the right things. So the things that can't sit on your countertop for a really long time, eat clean. By clean, I mean the lower fat, the healthier versions. Like, here's some examples. Turkey breast, okay? Ground turkey breast. I didn't think I liked it. I actually love it. So I do the 93.7 or the 97.3 sometimes, but most often the 93.7 lean ground turkey breast. I like to put it in my eggs. So besides that, I will go for, if I didn't have a dairy allergy, I would do high protein Greek yogurt. There is a good one that's not meat, right? It's a healthy version, instead of the lower protein yogurt that has all the calories in it. Okay, so I'm not going for the sweetest one, but the high protein Greek yogurt plain is really a great choice. And I can add berries to it, because just like one of y'all said, fiber, who was that who said that? Fiber is an important thing. And so I had to have my fiber. Okay, so I was eating fiber where I thought I was eating fiber before, because I was eating vegetables, but I was actually really low fiber. And I put in my yogurt, I'll put some blackberries. Yeah, they're carbs. They're good ones. They're actually pretty low carb because of the fiber. And raspberries. And then I'll sweeten it with a healthy sweetener, not the pink stuff or even the yellow stuff. But stevia, I never did like stevia. But they came out with one that I really do like, and I hope it's good for now. You can quote me on believing that it's good for you. It's stevia and monk fruit. Monk fruit tastes more like sugar than anything I've ever had, and it's delicious. It doesn't taste like bitter like stevia. So I use a brand called Whole Earth Stevia Monk Fruit Mixture, and it has erythritol in there, which is a sugar alcohol, and I love it. And so far, I believe that it's okay to have. And so I added that into my diet. And another time, I'll tell you why I don't have the pink and the yellow and the blue. All right. And so I focus on that to bring my calories down. So I'm eating more of the good stuff. See, I want to tell you, a bag of chips, I love Lay's potato chips. And on occasion, I'll have a little bit. But I can't bring a whole bag into my house because for me, it's a trigger food. So I know that I'm going to sabotage my life by bringing those in. So I'll buy the little individual packs of Lay's if I'm going to have chips. And those are 220 calories. And I can eat those in like 30 seconds, really. But here's the thing. Now I slow down and I enjoy them and savor them because I'm trying to keep my calories low. But there's still 220 calories. And I want to show you the difference in that 220 calories and another 220 calories. So that little bag of chips that isn't going to go very far that I would have with a sandwich and maybe something else like a sugary drink, that little bag of chips is 220 calories, okay? But 8 ounces of chicken breast, boneless, skinless chicken breast, 8 ounces is also 220 calories. This is what I'm talking about, eating more. Eating more because I'm eating more of the stuff that lasts longer in my body. So if I eat 220 calories of 8 ounces of chicken breast, which would be very hard for me to eat, or 220 calories of Lay's chips with a sandwich and a drink on the side, even if I did water, those 220 calories of chips is going to leave me hungry if that's all I ate. But if I had to eat 8 ounces of chicken breast, ladies, that's a lot. I don't know if I can do it. If I'm really hungry, I can. But that chicken is going to break down very slow in my body as compared to those chips. Those chips might last me an hour at most. But 8 ounces of chicken breast, are you kidding me? I can't do that. And if I did, I would be full for a very long time. It's the same amount of calories, 220 calories. So see, I had to eat more of the right things and less of the wrong things. The chips, I can still have them, but I gotta watch how much of those I eat. Because losing weight is about this, calories. And when I don't want you being hungry on a diet. You shouldn't be too hungry on a diet if you're eating the right things. Lean proteins, and you're focusing on that. Fiber, and you're focusing on that. And you can still have some fun too, all right? Because remember, if you hate it, if it's a diet mentality and you say, I can't have this, can't have that, can't have this, you're going to burn out and it's not going to work. And then you're going to go back to eating like you used to and you're going to put the weight back on. See, that's not the right mentality. We got to have a lifestyle mentality, not where you feel like you're suffering every day and you hate it every day. It's going to be a little bit harder, yes, to find the balance, but you've got to make it a lifestyle, all right? So eat more of the right things, the lean chicken breast, the clean foods. That means the stuff that will perish quickly, like fruit. Yes, eat fruit. Some ladies say, I can't eat any fruit. Eat fruit, ladies. Don't just fill up on fruit. Focus on your lean meats and your fiber and your fruit and all of that, okay? So the one ingredient foods, things like chicken breast, things that don't have a lot of additives in there, like blackberries or blueberries or raspberries or carrots or tomatoes or turkey breast or even things like turkey bacon. Or if you want 2 pieces of bacon, throw them in there. That's fine. But of your diet needs to be really healthy, clean foods. And if you take 20% of your diet and you have some M&Ms or some potato chips or half of a milkshake, I fit half of a Chick-fil-A milkshake into my diet every now and then. I don't do the whole one because of so many calories, and I'm not willing to have that many calories in a shake. But I'll have half of a Chick-fil-A shake. And on cheat meal day, I will have the whole shake plus some fries. So you guys, losing weight is just about eating more of the right things and less of the wrong ones, okay? So that's what we need to focus on, and we can have more of a conversation on that. But before we do, I want you to drop in below what are your favorite diet foods and what are your favorite foods in general. Write the diet ones down, but I also want you to write down your fun foods, like your ice cream and stuff, because those are things that you don't need to take out of your life. You've just got to find the right balance, okay? And we're going to talk more about that in a minute. The next thing that I did, so number one was eat more, but eat more of the right foods, less of the wrong foods, still have fun, make it sustainable, don't have diet mentality, and enjoy it, all right? The next thing is my calories. If you want to lose weight, ladies, you have to be in a calorie deficit. Oh my gosh, first of all, Vicki, I love chocolate too. Avocados are a great diet food. So much fiber in them, Stephanie. They are delicious. Yes, I love avocados too. I'm glad you do too. So eat avocados, okay? Next, calories. How many calories should you be eating? I did not understand that. I thought the lower calories, the better. And I'd be starving and hangry. Then I'd go in and sabotage myself by just gorging on as much food as possible because I was so hungry. That does not work. That does not work. So we have to know, to lose weight, you really have to be in a calorie deficit. And I would have told you back in the day that I'm barely eating anything. Now I'm going to refer to tip number one. I'm right. I was barely eating any volume of food. But the foods that I were eating were high in calorie. So I was barely eating anything, but it was just the wrong things. It was leaving me hungry and giving me way too many calories. And while I'm not going to take something completely out of my diet unless there's a reason, like I'm allergic to it, you know, it was feast or famine for me. I was either going to be strict, hate my diet and be strict, or I was going to go and eat whatever I wanted. That didn't work. And so whenever I was eating a little bit of calories, I thought it was actually a lot more calories than I realized. And so it was sabotaging my weight loss. First of all, I didn't know what my calories should be. I had no clue. And it's easy to figure out. There's calculators all over the internet. And here's another thing that'll mess you up if you go use one of those calculators. So listen to me, ladies. You are probably sedentary. Okay? I wanted to say, well, I went to the gym 3 times a week. So in that calculator, I would put, I go to the gym 3 times a week. So I am moderately active. But I also sat for 40 to 50 to 60 hours a week at my job and watching my TV show before bed. And all of this stuff that I did, guess what? If my workout at the gym 3 times a week was all the action I basically got, besides taking my dog out to go pee-pee, then you know what? I'm sedentary. And so whenever I work with ladies, I will always set your calories as sedentary first. All right? Because I can take them up, but I want you to know what those calories at the base level should look like. And if we need to move them up a little bit, if you start losing too much weight too fast, which usually doesn't happen for most of us, then we'll raise them up. But ladies, you got to know how many calories you need to take in. And to know that, you just can't know and go, well, I think. What else did I do? I started tracking my food because I didn't know how many calories were in my food. I really didn't know how many I was getting. And so there's free trackers out there like MyFitnessPal. There's all kinds of them out there that you can use for free. And they're easy to use. Just start tracking your calories. First, learn what your calories are. Second, start tracking them. And stay under your goal. And then if you lose weight, the first week you're going to lose a little bit more than you will week 2 and week 3. So don't go adjusting them on week 1 and say, I'm just losing too much weight. Just wait, hold out, and you're going to see where they kind of level out, okay? So know what your calories should be to lose weight. Consider yourself sedentary, and then start tracking your foods. And yes, it's a pain in the rear end. It is a pain in the rear end, but you're going to learn a lot about your foods. Nicole says, my favorite healthy food is breakfast, wheat egg muffin with an egg in between. Yes, a wheat and egg muffin, an egg in between, a little chocolate candy, and a couple small something. I can't see the rest of it. That sounds delicious. Sounds delicious. Okay, so number 1, I ate more to change my body after the age of 50, but more of the right things, less of the wrong things. Number 2, I knew what my calories should look like, that I made sure I was in a calorie deficit, and I tracked my food to make sure, okay? Because I had to know those things, what my diet looked like. So I'm gonna move on. All right, I lost my diet mentality. I kind of talked about that a little bit ago. That's my number 3. Number 3 to my success of changing my body was losing my diet mentality. My diet mentality and your diet mentality is this. I can only eat this and I cannot eat that till I get to my goal. And guess what happens? I hate it. I hate a diet because I can't have any fun and enjoy it. So guess what? Once again, 80% of my diet is healthy foods, clean foods, lean foods, nutritious foods that don't come in boxes or cans. That's about 80% of my diet. But because I want to make it a lifestyle, you guys, I want to enjoy my M&Ms. I want to enjoy a drink every now and then. I'll work it into my calories, but I want to enjoy it, because if not, it's not sustainable, and I'm gonna quit, and I'm gonna hate it, and I'm gonna go back to what caused me to gain all the weight in the first place. I'm gonna lose it and gain it, lose it and gain it, and lose it and gain it. That's not good for your body or your health up here, your mental health. It's not good for you in any way, okay? So make it a lifestyle. Enjoy it. You know what? And the more I see progress, the more stuff I can do without. Isn't that funny? Because I can enjoy it with, listen to me, I bought some peanut M&Ms at the theater, and I thought, man, this is a big bag. You know, they give you them big bags and they want to charge like $5 or more for them. And so I went in there, it's probably 3 or 4 servings, and I went in there and I made myself a deal. And I said, Allie, you can get these peanut M&Ms, but you're on your diet right now. Diet lifestyle. You're living your lifestyle now. I would have ate the whole bag, which probably had, I don't even know how many calories, probably 600, 700, 800 calories. I would have ate them, just shoveled them in. But I decided how many I was going to eat, and I enjoyed each and every one. I mean, I savored that sucker. I put that M&M, peanut M&M in my mouth, and I let it melt, and I enjoyed it. And I'm going to tell you what my number was, okay? Well, I'm not going to tell you what my number was, because you'll think I can only eat such and such amount of M&Ms. I'm not telling you that, because here's the thing. You eat however many fit into your lifestyle of calories for your goal right now. And you know what? Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Allow yourself to enjoy life. Life's too short to be on a strict diet forever if you don't have to. Enjoy it. You can lose weight, still hit your calories, still hit your weight goals. Enjoy it. All right. So that was it. Make it a lifestyle. That's number 3. Make it a lifestyle. Lose that diet mentality. Build out things you love. Build out a diet you love that you can live with. If you can't live with it every day, then don't do it. Find what your compromises are. Find your balance. We all have balance. It's a different balance. That don't make my balance of good to bad foods right. And that doesn't make you right or wrong. And it doesn't make me right or wrong. It's just what works for me. Some women come on here and want to be really, really, really strict and hit their weight goal, really fast. And they burn out, and then they go back to what messed them up in the beginning. And then I have other women that come on and work with me that make it a lifestyle. and they feel like, man, I'm not making as much progress as the person who's being really strict, and it makes me feel like a loser. And then I have to remind them, hey, you're building out endurance. You're building out a lifestyle. Sometimes the tortoise wins the race. Because why? Because they are able to keep going. When the truth is, I had a client tell me yesterday or the day before that, Allie, I could have lost, she's 2 months in, she said, I lost 17 pounds in 2 months. I said, that is great. And she said, I could have lost a lot more. And I said, yeah, you probably could have. She said, but I also would have quit because I can't take it when I do it that way. She said, I'm enjoying making progress, still making progress while enjoying my life. And I went, yes, we won. This is what it's about. Vicki Blankenship, this is what it's about. So I'm glad to work with you because this is what we're going to talk about. Jan, yes. Jan, you said when you mindfully eat, you will consume less. Sometimes, because sometimes my mind also tells me to go eat some potato chips. So we have to think about that a little bit, okay? So we got to learn about our foods, all right? So number one was eat more of the right things, less of the wrong things. So I'm eating more, truthfully. The volume is off the charts. Number two was knowing my calories and tracking my food because I needed to know how much was in the foods I was eating, okay? Number three was I lost my diet mentality. Oh, thank God, because I can keep going. And every year I've been on this 3.5 years and I feel great. I'm not feeling like I'm on a diet most days. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Number four is, ladies, number four that got my body back to where I wanted it after age 50 was this: no cardio. No cardio. Oh, thank you, Jesus. No cardio. So listen to me. Cardio after the age of 40 can really cause your body to stress out. And so when your cortisol levels are high from stress, from a lower calorie diet, and then you've got cortisol from your hormones and during menopause going every which way, and your insulin is just going every which way, which causes your cortisol to go nuts. Cortisol makes us gain weight around our mills and store fat. So here I was doing all this cardio, more cardio, and I was defeating myself. Now, when I was young, I could do cardio and lose weight, but when I got about 40, 45, 50 years old doing cardio, it didn't help me much. I was jiggly and smushy all over. So guess what I had to do? I had to do resistance training. All right, what is resistance training? Ladies, what is resistance training? Right below what type of resistance training that you do. Doesn't mean that you have to lift weights in the gym. Does it? Let me know. Yes, no, maybe so. Give me a thumbs up if you think it means you have to lift weights in the gym. It's okay to be wrong, ladies. It's okay to be really right. It can be part of it. A HIIT workout, that's cardio, but that's a better one. And we'll talk about that. Yoga, that is a great one. Yes. I don't know anything about Tai Chi. Bands, yes. Those bands that we use, those are resistance training. Yes, and some yoga can be resistance training. Body weight, Shelly, exactly. Body weight workouts are resistance training. Oh my gosh, I have people ask me, Shelly, you mean that you can do body weight workouts and change your body? Heck yes, you can. Have you seen my husband? You know why? Because you're pushing your whole weight. Can you do a push-up for real from your feet? Ladies, most of us can't. Well, that's a lot of weight. There's a reason for that. So if we start learning to do those, then heck yes, they're resistance training. So we need resistance training as we age because it helps us hold on to our muscle. Okay? So you don't need cardio as much. Yes, you need to move. You can do some HIIT cardio. We want to have our hearts to be healthy. Walking is a big, amazing thing. We want to get our steps in, but we don't necessarily have to run for 45 minutes because it causes us to lose muscle and to have more cortisol. okay? And so we want to do things like, if we're going to do cardio, we want to do things like HIIT, high intensity interval training, things where I'm like running for 30 seconds and stopping and walking and bringing my heart rate down. And then running for 30 seconds and doing that over and over again for maybe 5 or 10 minutes. That's some great cardio. Walking is really, really good for burning calories. I prefer you do that over anything, but you need that resistance training because muscle means that your metabolism is going to be on fire. When we lose muscle, and that just happens to us as we age, when we lose muscle, ladies, what happens is we get a slower metabolism, okay? And there's a reason for that, and I've gone into that a little bit in the past, but we want to hold on to muscle, so we need to challenge those things. If we don't use them, our body says, oh, they're really not needed. I can just let these things go. But the thing of it is, it causes our metabolism to drop as well as our strength to drop, which is a really bad thing as we age. So we need to do some form of resistance training. Forms of resistance training are weightlifting. I love to lift weights in the gym. I lift like a beast in the gym, and it makes me feel like I'm a bad A-double-S. And I love it, and I don't have a man body. So I lift sometimes 650 pounds. I kid you not, on a pendulum squat. And I can do that. I can lift on a regular squat, 250 to 200. I think my max was 270, 275-ish somewhere. And you know what? That is a lot of weight. I don't look like a man because I don't have the testosterone to look like a man. When you see those women that look like dudes, they're taking something. That's not normal. You won't do that. You won't beef up like that. So don't worry about it. And if you don't want to lift weights, that's okay. You can do body weight workouts. You can use bands. You can use hand weights at home. You can all kinds of stuff. If you need some ideas, reach out to me. Vicki said she's going to start lifting weights. I'm excited for you to do that. Vicki, when I did it, I was so nervous. I didn't know how to use any of the machines. I was scared to death. And now I'm like a pro. And here's the thing. You got to remember when you go into the gym, everybody once was a beginner. Don't feel bad about not knowing how to use the machines or embarrassed. Everybody was there at one time. So it's all right. You're going to be all right. All right, so we'll talk more about resistance training, but you need it. And it's what helped change my body. It kicked my metabolism up, helped me gain more muscle so I wasn't so spongy and soft and jiggly and squishy. It helped burn off that middle of mine. Between that and the diet, I started burning off all that extra stuff I couldn't get rid of. And so it'll help balance your hormones. Did you know that resistance training can help balance your hormones? So get that resistance training in. And if you need any ideas, reach out to me and we'll talk about it. All right. So here is number 5. So number 1 was eat more of the right things. So eat more of the good high volume, lower calorie, really yummy foods. Number 2 was what? Calories. Know what they are. Okay. Know what they are and track your food so you know you're getting the right amount in. You want to get less calories in. If you need to lose weight, less calories than you're burning every day. That way you'll lose weight. All right. Number 3 was lost that diet mentality and I'm living a lifestyle I can survive on and I can sustain it and enjoy everyday life. Okay. And number 4 was no cardio to less cardio. And get that resistance training in. It will change your body and your life. You need it. All right. And number 5, my final one that I think was one of the top 5 things that helped me change my body after the age of 50 was this. Making myself a priority. Now listen to me. You guys are going to say, Allie, that's stupid. Maybe some of you are thinking, Allie, that's so stupid. Making yourself a priority? As women, we are wonderful souls. And we put everybody in this world before ourselves. Not everybody, but a whole lot of people before us. We will go without. We won't take any time for ourselves. And here's the thing. We become miserable in our bodies We feel bad because we don't take care of us. And here's the thing. Our families don't want that for us. If they love us, which they do, they want us to be healthy. They want us around for a long time. They don't want you feeling bad and sad about yourself and your confidence in the toilet and achy and getting sick and maybe getting high blood pressure and diabetes. They want you to take care of yourself. At first, it might be a little change for them. They might go, what the heck is mom doing? Number 5, Jan Cornett said, is the most important of all. And in my opinion, it is too. And I love my dad with all my heart. But listen, when I first started thinking this, it felt very selfish to me to say it, to make myself a priority. Felt like a very selfish, unkind thing to say. Because we're supposed to take care of others as ladies. And I told my dad that, and I love my dad, and him and I have a great relationship. But he said, Allie, that sounds like a really selfish thing to say. He calls me Julie because that's my first name. And I said, Daddy, he didn't understand. I couldn't even talk to him about it. But I'll tell you this. When I take care of me, I'm a better mom. When I take care of me, you can't pour from a cup that's empty, ladies. My cup was empty at one point. I had not much left to give. But when I felt bad, I looked bad, my confidence was in the toilet, I was overworked, I was underpaid, I was upset and grouchy, I wasn't sleeping. But when I made myself a priority, I'm a whole lot better to be around. I'm a whole lot better wife. I'm a whole lot better mom. I'm a whole lot better mama, because that's what my grandkids call me. I'm a whole lot better on myself, loving myself, because when I look in that mirror, I'm not beating myself up every day. I know that I'm taking care of me. I'm going to live longer because I want to be around for my kids and my grandkids and my husband. That is a beautiful thing, and that's a gift. That's not selfishness. That's giving the best you to not only yourself, but giving the best you to those you love. You're giving them the best you. That is a beautiful thing. It's not a selfish thing. Make yourselves a priority. Once again, it's about balance. It's not about being selfish and it's all about me. If it's all about me, then I'm still wrong. I've got to find a balance. And you know what? We've got to take care of us. Give yourself permission today to make yourself a priority, because you should be that priority. And here's another thing. Your kids and your grandkids are watching you. What are you teaching them? Teach them balance. Teach them to love themselves and to take care of themselves. Teach them by example, because they do what we do, not necessarily what we say. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. If you know a lady that is age 40 and up that needs a group of amazing women, Bod Babes is the place for them. Invite your friends, bring them over. And I will see you next Thursday live at 5. All right? Tomorrow, I want you to watch this page because I've got some great things for you. I'm going to have a little bit of what I like to call a little bit of value. I'm going to give you a little bit of value, all right? And so I'm going to sprinkle some things in here, some fun things for you. So be looking in this page tomorrow. I love my sister too. Barbara is my sister. I love you. You're welcome, Tammy. Thanks for joining me, ladies. Invite your friends. It's going to be a great place. This is a great place to be, isn't it? I love it. Thanks for being part of my life. I'll talk to you guys real soon. Look tomorrow for your stuff.